There are, without a shadow of a doubt, many locations on this planet that cause us to wonder whether anything unexpected like this is indeed possible. The fact that our planet, Mother Earth, is home to such astounding natural and man-made wonders attests to the veracity of the statement that the world itself is a mystery. On this planet, there are a great number of enigmatic locations that are both fascinating and unsettling due to the ambiguity surrounding them. There are many locations around the globe that have earned a reputation for being among the most mysterious on the planet. Even up to this day, human beings have not been able to learn about all of these locations, yet there are a great many locations that humans have traveled to. Let's go through the list and investigate the top 6 most mysterious locations on Earth, each of which is a conundrum in and of itself and exists as a mystery. Before we continue to this interesting list, why not subscribe to our channel first? Subscribe it right away and watch more mysterious content in future. Number 6. Danakil, Ethiopia. This intriguing location can be found in North Africa, along the border with Eritrea, and it is often referred to as the Horn of Africa. This location is incomparable to any other location on Earth. After arriving at this location, it will appear to you as though you have traveled to another planet. In addition to being the location with the highest average temperature, it is also regarded as having the lowest average humidity and being the location with the greatest vertical drop. All through the year, the temperature here hovers between about 35 degrees Celsius on average. The Danakil Depression is the name given to this particular location. It is reported that there has always been fire erupting from the ground in this location. In addition to this, the fire of rain actually falls from the sky as precipitation. Places where it is not only challenging for a person to survive, but it is also impossible for them to do so. Whenever there is unrest deep inside the soil, fire almost always begins to burn within the ground itself. Because of this, the molten lava has spread across a huge area in this location. It is hypothesized that the Danakil Depression would, over a period of millions of years, transform into a large cavern that will be filled with seawater. Number 5. San Luis Valley, Colorado. One such location is the San Luis Valley in the state of Colorado, which also encompasses some territory in the neighboring state of New Mexico. This valley is 196 kilometers long and 119 kilometers wide, and it covers an area of 8,000 square miles. Mysterious people have been spotted in this valley. The instances at this location involving the slaughter of pets come to the forefront. In addition to that, wounds were observed in the bodies of many animals. During this period, many times the bodily parts themselves vanish as well, although there is not a single drop of blood to be seen. It is speculated that extraterrestrials are responsible for all of this. In this context, a person by the name of Judy Mezzoline claimed that since the year 2000, she has witnessed more than 50 UFOs landing in this region. However, it is still unknown whether extraterrestrials are responsible for these occurrences or whether another factor is at play here. Number 4. The Bermuda Triangle. One of the most enigmatic regions on our planet is known as the Bermuda Triangle, sometimes known as the Devil's Triangle. The location has become the epicenter of mysteries that haven't been solved, and it's situated in the Atlantic Ocean off the southeastern coast of the United States, between Bermuda and Florida and Puerto Rico. Some people think that magnetic anomalies are to blame for the compass not working, while others say that tropical cyclones are to fault, and yet others say that it is simply no secret. With the sun-kissed islands of Turks and Caicos in the south and the caves of Bermuda in the north, a trip to this part of the world might be more fun than you might think it would be today. The article that Vincent Gaddis wrote in 1964 and had published in Argosy magazine was the first time that the phrase Bermuda Triangle was used. Since the beginning of recorded history, the waters that make up the Bermuda Triangle have been the source of rumors of the disappearance of seaplanes, ships, airplanes, and even people. The wide region that encompasses more than 1.5 million square miles is also referred to as the Devil's Triangle, and the reason that many tourists fail to recognize its dangers is due to the fact that they are unaware of its existence. Number 3. Bhangarh Fort, India. The Bhangarh Fort is a fort that was constructed in Rajasthan, India, in the 16th century. It was constructed by Bhagwant Das for his younger son Madho Singh, who inherited the family business. The Archaeological Survey of India has done an excellent job of preserving both the fort and the area around it. It is reported that the older elevations of the Bhangarh fort reverberate with the spectral presence of a princess who was cursed, as well as the tantric magician, Sinai, who was held captive by the princess. It is reported that Sinai made romantic overtures toward the young prince in an effort to bring them back together. The enigma of the haunted fort, according to urban legend, Princess Ratnavati perished in a conflict that took place 1 year after the tantric's passing. This conflict took place between Bhangarh and Ajabgarh. The speaking tree claims that there are ghosts in Bhangarh, which is why visitors are not permitted to enter the fort after sunset or before sunrise. This rule was established so that visitors would not disturb the ghosts. Number 2. Snake Island, Brazil. One of the islands that can be found in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Brazil is called Ilha de Queimada Grande. This island is also referred to by its other name, Snake Island. The island's total surface area is only 43 hectares, and its year-round temperature averages around 15 degrees Celsius. It is often considered to be one of the most mysterious locations on the planet. It is incredible that millions of snakes have been born here and that these snakes have been able to thrive in such large numbers here for such a long time. The population of these snakes is so dense in this area that there are 5 snakes residing in each square meter. The snakes that are native to this area are considered some of the most poisonous in the world. It is reported that if one of these snakes bites a person, that person will pass away within 10 to 15 minutes after the bite. The snakes that live in this region are responsible for 90% of all deaths caused by snake bites in Brazil. At the moment, entry to the area is prohibited due to a prohibition imposed by the Brazilian Navy. Number 1. Suicide Forest Aokigahara, Japan. The name Suicide Forest has become synonymous with the Aokigahara Forest in Japan, which lies at the base of Mount Fuji and is known across the world. Hundreds of individuals kill themselves by hanging themselves here each year. Zukari was the name that the native Japanese used to give to this forest in the past. Estimates of the number of people who have taken their own lives in this region can be derived from the data collected by the local police during the course of the annual campaign. However, the annual body count that is brought back from this location is never made public. There is no clear explanation as to why people choose to end their lives in this location. There is a tradition that claims that long ago in Japan, when some people were unable to provide for themselves, they were taken to the Aokigahara forest and abandoned there, where they eventually perished from famine. It is a common belief that the ghosts of deceased individuals look for a new person to inhabit their bodies every day. It is also stated that the souls of people who have taken their own lives here reside here as well. Astrologers in Japan think that the power of the weird entities living on the trees is to blame for the suicides that occur in the forests, since the trees are responsible for carrying out such tragedies. People who have only seen this woodland once end their lives by hanging themselves because they cannot allow these powers to leave them. Which place do you want to pay a visit to? Share with us in the comments and subscribe to our channel before leaving.